Hello friends, this is Professor Himanshu Deshmukh. Let us begin our second problem on friction dynamics. The problem says that what horizontal force is needed to give 70 kg block an acceleration of 2.5 meter per second square up the plane. Okay, so this is the basic figure which is given for this numerical. Okay, if we see the figure, there is a block, okay, which is kept on an inclined surface, and this inclined surface is inclined at an angle of 30 degree with the horizontal. Okay, and since this block, the friction between block and this surface, the coefficient of friction, the value is given, it is 0.2. What is mu? It is coefficient of friction. So the value is 0.2, it is given. Okay, now it is asked in this particular question that this block is having mass of 70 kg. Okay, and we need to move this block upward, okay, in upward direction, up this plane. And for moving it in upward direction, we are applying a horizontal force P. Okay, and we have to move this object upward in such a way that this object will be in will acquire the acceleration of 2.5 meter per second. Okay, so for this block to go upward with an acceleration of 2.5 meter per second, what will be the force which you will apply? Okay, so this is what is asked in the numerical. So first let us write down the given conditions. Okay, so horizontal force is needed to give 70 kg block. Okay, so what is 70 kg? The mass of this particular block. So mass is 70 kg. From mass you can calculate weight. Okay, weight will be mg. W is equal to mg. It is equal to 70 into g is 9.8. So it will be 686 Newton. Okay, acceleration is also given. Acceleration is 2.5 meter per second square. Okay, mu is also given. Mu is 0.2. And what you have to find out? What horizontal force? That means the value of P. So P is unknown. You have to find out. Okay, so for solving such numericals, first you have to draw the FBD of block, that is free body diagram of block. Okay, so now observe carefully. This is the inclined surface. Okay, there is this block. Now this block, we are applying a horizontal force P. Okay, see, this angle is, this inclined surface is inclined at an angle of 30 degree. Okay, so if we resolve this P in two components, the angle, this angle will also be equal to 30 degree. Why? Because this line is parallel to this line and this line is parallel to this line. Since the angle between both this line is 30 degree, so this angle will also be equal to 30 degree. Okay, so the two components will be, this will be P cos 30 and this will be P sin 30. Okay, see, this is our inclined surface. Okay, so this will be our x-axis. Okay, we will consider this as x-axis. Now this may look horizontal, but since our axis is this, so with respect to this axis, this force will become an inclined force. That is why we will resolve this force into two components. Okay, so this force, that is horizontal force, will be P cos 30. This is our x-axis. So this horizontal force will be P cos 30 and this vertical force will be P sin 30. Okay, now see, the weight of this particular block is always acting in downward direction. So this is W, which is acting in downward direction. Okay, now since this is also inclined force with respect to this axis, so we'll have to resolve it in two components. Now since this is 30 degree, this will also be equal to 30 degree, the angle. Okay, so if we resolve this in two components, we know that this component is W cos 30 and this component is W sin 30. Okay, now see, by applying this force P, we are trying to move this object in upward direction. So what will be the motion in upward direction? And we know opposite to that of the motion is our frictional force. So frictional force is also in this direction. Okay, so we are drawing this arrow and this is frictional force. Okay, so frictional force will also be in downward direction. So this single arrow represents W sin 30 as well as F. Okay, now we have resolved this P in two components. We have resolved this W in two components. We have also included frictional force. Now the only force remaining is the resultant force, normal reaction force. Okay, so normal reaction force is, we know that it is perpendicular to the surface. So this is our surface and perpendicular to that surface is the normal reaction force. So this is R. Okay, so this completes the free body diagram of block. And if we see the sign convention, we are considering this, okay, this as x-axis and perpendicular to x-axis is y-axis. And on this axis, the forces which are going towards right will be considered as positive, opposite will be negative. Okay, and for y-axis, upward forces will be positive and downward will be negative. Okay, now let us try to solve this problem. First we'll apply D'Alembert's principle. Now in previous numerical we know what is D'Alembert's principle. It is summation of F minus MA is equal to 0. And what is summation F? Summation F means the forces which are causing the motion of the object. Okay, now this particular block is moving in horizontal direction. Okay, this is x-axis. So with respect to x-axis, this is a horizontal direction. Okay, so this object is moving in horizontal direction. So which are the forces which are causing the motion of this particular object in horizontal direction? This horizontal component of P, okay, this W sine 30 and also F. So these are the only horizontal forces. These are the vertical forces. Okay, so we'll include all the horizontal forces. Okay, because these are the horizontal forces are only forces which are causing the motion of this block in horizontal direction. See, this object is moving only in horizontal direction. Is it moving in vertical direction? No. Why? Because all the vertical forces are in equilibrium. Okay, so this object is moving only in horizontal direction. So in this case, we will consider only horizontal forces. Okay, so now which are the horizontal forces? This is P cos 30, which is going towards right, and it will be considered positive. Okay, so it will be plus P cos 30. This W sine 30 is going towards downward direction, that is left, and left we know it is negative, so it will be minus W sine 30. And also F is also going in downward direction, so it will be minus F. Okay, so this completes this part. Minus MA is equal to 0. Okay, now we'll just substitute the values. Cos 30 we know it is 0.866 P minus what is W? W we have already calculated, it is 686 Newton. Okay, so this will be minus W is 686 sine 30 minus F is frictional force, we know the formula, it is mu R, minus what is M? M is 70 kg. Okay, do not get confused between M and W. Okay, so M is 70 into acceleration, it is also given, acceleration is 2.5. So it will be 70 into 2.5 is equal to 0. Okay, now again this is 0.866 P minus, solving this we get 343, minus the value of mu is 0.2, it is already given. Okay, so minus 0.2 into R as it is, minus the value of this comes out to be minus 175 is equal to 0. Okay, now if we further simplify this equation, it will become 0.866 P. Okay, we'll add these two, it will become minus 0.2 R minus addition becomes 518 is equal to 0. Okay, now this is our equation 1. Now we have to find out the value of P, correct? We have to find out the value of P. But this equation, in this equation, there is this unknown R. So we have to find out the value of R, and we can substitute that value in this equation and finally find out the value of P. Okay. So now see. Since block is not moving in vertical direction, okay, this block, it is moving only in horizontal direction. It is not moving in vertical direction. Okay. So since it is not moving in vertical direction, all the vertical forces are in equilibrium. Okay. Since these forces are in equilibrium, that is why this block is not moving. If these forces would not be in equilibrium, then if there will be some mismatch, then this object would have moved in vertical direction as well. But it is not moving in vertical direction. Why? Because all the vertical forces are in equilibrium. Okay, so it is written here that since block is not moving in vertical direction, therefore it is in equilibrium in vertical direction. Okay, and since it is in equilibrium in vertical direction, that means summation of V is equal to 0. Summation of all the vertical forces will be equal to 0. Okay, now which are the vertical forces? There is this vertical R. Okay, there is opposite to R is W cos 30. These are two vertical forces. Also there is this vertical component of P. Okay, it is P sin 30. So this P sin 30, R and W cos 30 are the three vertical forces, and we know the upward forces are positive and downward forces are negative. So this R is only upward force and both these forces are downward, so these forces will be negative. Okay, so it will be plus R minus W cos 30 minus P sin 30 is equal to 0. Okay, now if you further simplify this, R minus W is known, 686 cos 30 minus P sin 30 is equal to 0. So it will be R minus, solving this, 594.09 minus sin 30 is 0.5, P is equal to 0. So what will be R equal to? Moving all these terms towards right side, it will be R is equal to plus 0.5 P plus 594.09. Okay, so now we have obtained the value of R in terms of P, obviously. Okay, so now we can easily substitute this value in our equation 1. Okay, here. So let us see how it is to be done. Okay, so putting value of R in equation 1 we get. Okay, so what is our equation 1? If we see, this is our equation 1. Okay, so this is our equation 1 and we are putting the value of R. Okay, putting value of r in equation 1 we get. Now what is the value of r? The value of r is this 0.5p plus 594.09. Okay, so instead of r we are putting 0.5p plus 594.09. Okay, so this is our entire equation. Now if we simplify this equation, it will become 0.866p minus opening the bracket 0.2 into 0.5 becomes 0.1p minus again opening 0.2 into 594.09 will become 118.818 minus 518 is equal to 0. Okay, now this addition will become 0.766p minus this addition will become 636.818 is equal to 0. Now again in this equation there is only one unknown p, so we can easily find out the value of p. Okay, so the value of p comes out to be 831.355 Newton. Okay, and this is what is asked in the numerical. Okay, you have to find out the value of P. Okay, what is this upward force? See, what was the question? That you have to find out the value of P by how much force you will move this block in upward direction so that it acquires the acceleration of 2.5 meter per second square. Okay, so you have to find out the value of P. So by using D'Alembert's principle and summation v equal to 0, you have found out the value of P. It comes out to be 831.355. And since this is P is force, so the unit will be Newton. Okay, so this is how you solve a numerical based on friction as well as in dynamic. Okay, it is in dynamic state. Why? Because it is having an acceleration. Okay, whenever a body has velocity and acceleration, that means it is in dynamic state. Okay, so I hope you have understood this particular question. Regarding any query, type in the comment section below. Thank you.